countdown to 31. Over the next couple weeks, I want to do a couple videos to just count down until I turn 31 in March, and I'll be in Colombia then. But now I just want to share some of the things that I do in my daily life, from food to reading to morning routine to just the things that I do that I've learned throughout the years that's helped me get to where I'm at today and just probably feel the best I've ever felt, mentally and physically. So today we're gonna be talking about some food. I just went grocery shopping, and food has been one of the biggest things that I've changed in my life. I used to love 7-Eleven nachos. That was like kind of, I guess, a drunky thing. And taquitos, gosh, they were so good. The Monterey Jack ones, delicious, and brownies from 7-Eleven. But obviously I've changed a lot there. And so I just wanna dive into what I've been eating and what I get when I go shopping, and it just helps me so much. So let's dive into the groceries. I'm just trying to work on becoming more conscious of what I eat and what goes on my food, what goes in my food, and then what goes in my food also goes into my body. So is it coming from a rich soil? Because if it comes from rich soil, there's much more nutrients in it, and it's just healthier. So I try to do that, and one way, of course, I do that is I only try to eat all organic food. It's great. I definitely feel a huge difference, not only in my like health, but mentally, clarity, things like that. So we'll dive in. I switched up just a little bit this week. I usually eat ground beef, but organic ground beef, grass-fed. And this week I got organic ground turkey. So let's see. We got organic ground turkey. I eat about one of these or half a day. So there's that. We got blueberries. At night, I have a big sweet tooth, and I'm totally cool with it. But at night, instead of eating like Ben and Jerry's, I've switched it over to yogurt, Greek yogurt, whole milk yogurt, just because I find that if I eat that at night, my body processes it much better. In the morning, my stomach feels great. I don't have any problems throughout the day. So I take bananas and blueberries and yogurt and then peanut butter, because I love peanut butter. So I also get organic free-range eggs. That's for breakfast. For lunch, after the gym, I have pasta with noodles, turkey, sometimes usually ground beef, grass-fed. I always have this butter. I don't eat much dairy, but this butter and yogurt it is good. So this is the yogurt I've been eating lately, brown cow whole milk yogurt. It's really, really good. I really like it. I also, Trader Joe's, always got this one. It's delicious. And that's good. I just switched up. I've been having lots of acid reflux with coffee lately, so I just switched up to a low acid organic one. I've been working on that as well, so I don't feel lethargic after I drink coffee. And it's more of just a routine thing. I don't need coffee to get throughout my day. I love it in the morning. It's nice and just morning jazzy stuff. So do that. Get some organic Fort cheese for the pasta. Usually I put some cheese on top of it, but lately I've kind of been seeing if I'm doing process of elimination. Sometimes I break out. Sometimes my skin doesn't like me, and I try to see what I've added into my diet to, that I can take out and see if it clears up my skin. One thing that I love as well that I've been getting from is Laird Superfood Creamer. So I put this with a little bit of all-natural creamer in the morning. Not a whole lot, just to give it a little bit of extra thickness. But this is delicious. I know if anybody watches Flav City, he always preaches this because I think they're sponsored by it, but it's delicious. There's different flavors too. I love it. Aguacates, avocados, all organic. So I have those usually with my breakfast. So for breakfast, I eat eggs, I eat avocado, and lately I've been eating sourdough bread. That's really the only bread I eat. It's like, I eat the pasta obviously, but as far as like those kind of carbs, try to just be conscious of that, because I'm not trying to put on a bunch of weight, but sometimes there'll be weeks where I do carb deprivation diet and try to eat a lot of carbs and see how, like, if I puff up or not, and usually I do. So bananas as well, goes in the yogurt. Put these bad boys in here. Every morning, rise and alkalize. I have water, usually alkaline water. But if I don't, I've been switching just back and forth all the time. I always have a lemon, so I also do kind of think it's like a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, or sometimes a tablespoon. One of those two. Tablespoon of salt, Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, in the morning, just so it can stay hydrated. The salt helps you, stay hydrated and absorbed. So I do that. Not that I cramp up or anything like playing sports or working out, but that's one thing I do. I also, for dinner, I get organic beef steaks. I went on like a carnivore diet and was eating steak every single day. It's getting kind of psycho, but that's all I would eat. I'd have some potatoes, but for breakfast, eggs and avocados, no bread, and then lunch, steak, dinner, steak. It was pretty crazy, but I had so much energy. I felt great. Nothing bad happened. Everything like that. I just started to have a lot of acid reflux, and not that I like to cook steak well done, but medium rare is where it's at. Medium plus for me. So I try to do it like that. But now I have steak like twice a week. This week I switched it up because I'm always just switching it up. This week for steak, I just got some USDA primed, steaks. These are strips, so I just got some of these. Usually I'm not a fan of it, but like I said, I'm always testing. I'm always trying to think new things. I used to eat just the really like normal steaks, choice, and it was good, but more conscious of what that animal eats, what kind of environment that grows up into, because there's a whole effect from animal to me. So if that animal's in it, you feel that energy when you eat it. So I'm very thankful for the organic food and the animals that I do. Obviously, being a meat eater, I like that, and that's just helped me change my whole diet and the way I feel. Now, 2021, I did a year of no drinking, but this year I love wine, and I try a different wine. I do try a different wine every week. This week it's the Columbia wine, red blend, 2017 from Washington. Pretty good. Depends on where I'm at, but I usually have a glass of wine Wednesday, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and it's nice. It's in moderation. I don't drink too much. I have a limit, one glass a night, and go from there. So it's been a huge thing. I like that, and it works for me. I try to, as Matthew McConaughey says, touch the fire and see what happens. So last night I drank tequila, and not like blacked out or anything, but I enjoyed tequila. It's a good taste. But I noticed that today I'm much more lethargic from that, and so I don't necessarily want to do that. I don't like that. Beer sometimes makes my knee hurt, so it's just maybe the wheat in it. I'm not too sure, but I used to enjoy beers a lot, but now just not too much of a fan of it. Wine's my go-to all the time. That's usually probably what I only drink from now on. So that's that. But as you can see, this is a nice little setup for the week. So countdown to 31, we'll do that, and we'll do cooking time with Kyle. So cut to cooking time, Kyle.